Hi everyone, my name is Liz Devani. I work for Active Communities. I'm a volunteer coordinator, but over and above that, I'm also a beauty therapist and a complementary therapist. And today I thought I would introduce you to some of the oils that one can use themselves. I brought along with me today some essential oils. There's 3 here, which are really easy to access and one can buy. One is lavender, which is very good for stress, anxiety. And there's a couple of ways that you can actually use lavender. You can use it neat. It's really good for placing on your wrists and it has a calming effect. You can also place it around about the temple area, each side, just one spot either side, and it can help you to relax. One of the other oils I brought with me today is chamomile. Chamomile, which is actually quite a pungent smell to it, but again, it's very relaxing. You can just waft it underneath the nose area, and you have loads of olfactory glands in your nose, so it absorbs all of the essential oil. So instantly, you can start to feel a good bit calmer and less stressed. That's chamomile. I also have brought along with me today frankincense, which is a lovely light essential oil. And again, it can be used to have a calming effect and relieve stress and tension. And then sometimes when you're feeling maybe a wee bit uptight and you can feel that kind of churning effect in your stomach, you can actually just take a wee sniff of frankincense and it can calm you down. If you were wanting to carry the oils about with you, but obviously not in the form of a bottle, then you can in fact take a tissue, and I use this quite often when I'm working with clients, and once I've maybe had a massage and they're quite relaxed, but we want for that relaxation to continue and for them to get the benefit of the oils, then I will put 3 spots of the essential oil onto the tissue. I'll just give you a wee example. So I'm going to take the lavender, the first one that we spoke about, and I'm going to place 3 dots onto the tissue. Most important thing, if you do purchase any essential oils, is to make sure that you put the lid on, because they will evaporate. And that then means that we now have 3 nice wee spots of the essential oil on the tissue, which we can then just place and inhale. Once we have that, we can then place in our clothing and it's close to us and we have that aroma all the time. The other thing is, if you are a car owner and you get a wee bit stressed while you're driving, you could take your tissue, place it onto the wee vent at the top of the car that's blown up onto the windscreen, and as the air is going through the tissue, it's dispersing the essential oil into the air, so it has another calming effect. So very, very useful. It's one that I would always say, lavender in particular, is one that every lady should have, or every person, I'll correct myself, should have on their person, whether it be in a bag, a handbag or whatever. It's excellent for if you've got a wee burn in the kitchen. You can take your lavender, that old one of taking things in and out of the oven, you get a wee burn here. You can place the essential oil, 1 drop, straight on to the burn, and it won't blister and it will take the sting out of it. So yes, a great advocate of lavender. Now today I've mixed up a wee blend of oils to do a wee bit of hand and arm massage, and this is something that you can do at home to help you relax. If you don't have essential oils, you can use even olive oil that everybody has in the kitchen, or a grapeseed oil, or any other oil that you have. I do believe that most people have a product within their kitchen or their bathroom or their bedroom that they have creams and oils that they've got sitting and they've been given a gift. Now's the opportunity that we can use these creams to help us relax. Okay, so today I'm going to show you a wee hand and arm massage that you can do for yourself. Ideally, even if you're sitting watching television, what a nice way to be able to relax. In an ideal world, it'd be nice for someone else to do it for you, but I'm going to show you some techniques that you can do for yourself. So it's important to make sure that your hands are nice and clean. So I'm just going to use a wee sanitizer, and I'm sure that everyone at this very moment in time has loads of sanitizer house. Just go over. Make sure that you're just covering every area, nice and clean. Allow that to dry in. And as you're actually allowing it to dry in and moving across your arm, you are in fact starting the technique of massage. So I'm going to just move that in. There we go. It is ideal if you have any big bulky rings or wearing a watch is to remove that prior to doing the massage. So now that that's almost all dried in, we're going to just show you a few wee exercises to just relax the hands before we actually do the massage. Okay, so just placing your hands together and then just moving and rocking the wrist action. Okay, then we're going to just circle each finger because your joints can be stiff, and if you're not using your hands all the time, this is just a nice wee one just to start the motion, and it's not a lot of work, so we're just actually circling the fingers. Do the same in the other hand. I will say that my hands are quite stiff today, and I think that's because I'm filming. Okay. Okay, and again, just another wee stretch. You can just put your elbows down, a wee stretch back and forward. Then I want you just to make a fist and then out. Pull in and then out. Just a nice big stretch. Because believe it or not, a lot of people hold tension in this area here, in the palm of our hands. Okay? And we have in here, the wee centre part of our palm is where we hold, in hand reflexology, our solar plexus. So if we're uptight, our solar plexus is in this area here in our abdomen, is when we shallow breathe and we don't take in the same amount of oxygen that we should be. So in here, if we're not doing that and we're stressed, that can be a wee bit tight. So, okay. So now that we've introduced ourselves to our hands, I'm going to take a small amount of oil and massage over my hands. Now the reason I'm doing this is I'm wanting to warm the oil prior to moving. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to go move up my left arm and just swing up and back down. And all I'm doing is I'm just spreading the oil. I'm not being too heavy, I'm just gently spreading the oil. So I'll do that maybe about 3 to 4 times. I'm then going to come down and then I'm going to swing up and over my other arm. Again, just gently flowing up. And we're just flowing up towards the elbow area. But if you did have a long sleeve t-shirt on, then you could just do to your wrist area. So we're just moving up. And that means that the oil is now spread all over. If we're using essential oils, it means that our body is able to absorb the essential oils all the way up the arm area as well. So we're going to go back to the left arm because I'm right-handed again, and we're going to just be a wee bit heavier. We're going to slide up towards the elbow and then back down. This terminology is called effleurage, and it's just flowing up towards the heart and then lightly back down. Up and down. We're going to go over and down. And as you find you're doing it, you'll start to feel your hands warming up, and that means the circulation's coming to the surface so that the body is absorbing any of the oils. Okay. I'm now going to move on down to the hand and just cross over. Warming up the top of the heart. We're going to swap over, do exactly the same, and again just warming up the area. We're now going to turn the hands over with my right hand in the palm of my left, and I'm just doing nice wee circular moves, and again just warming up that area. Back over, and again just warming the area up. I'm going to go back to the left hand, and I'm going to move my thumb in so my fingers are underneath and my thumb is on the palm of my hand, and I'm just doing nice deep movements, and I'm helping to relax When we mentioned the solar plexus, I'm helping to relax the solar plexus, and I'm working over there. And when people are a wee bit anxious and uptight, as I was saying earlier, the palm of the hand can be quite tight because we've got that action. So I'm just working in it. And this movement's called Petrissage. So I'm now feeling a wee bit of heat, which is a good sign in the palm of the hand because I've got the circulation going. This wee muscle here, which is just below the thumb area, is the one that allows us to move across. It can be quite tense and tight because we're using it all the time to pick things up. So I'm going to just come in and use my thumb in that area just to relax. Okay, I'm then going to change over and I'm going to do exactly the same on the right hand. So I'm working in the palm of the hand. Nice and firm, that Petrissage movement. Then I'm going to go up into that wee muscle just below the thumb. Remember the one that allows you to move over. I believe it's ourselves and monkeys that have that action. And we're just going to work in here and warm the area up. Lovely. Okay. I'm then going to come back over and I'm going to go back to the left hand. I'm just going to rest my elbow and I'm going to go onto my thumb and I'm going to do nice wee circular movements down the thumb. I'm going to come up the thumb and then I'm going to give my thumb a wee pull. And it's actually nice in that area because that joint, again, because we have that action of moving over, can be quite tight, so it loosens it up. So again, working up, slide up and down. Again, nice wee movements, slide up and down. Now don't worry if you don't get this correct the first time round, or even the second time, as long as you're giving that wee joint a wee pull, it helps to relax the joint and the muscles round about the hands. Okay, I'm then going to move over and I'm going to do exactly the same on the other hand. And down. And I will say that I'm usually doing this for other people, so to actually have this done to myself, it feels quite awkward, to be honest. But I know that the benefits of it. Again, pull and down. Okay, we're then going to come back and we're going to just do a wee bit of movement round about the hands. Again, effleurage, just keeping that oil nice and warm, and I can feel it actually starting to absorb into skin. We're then going to just move up and down, up and down. And that's that lovely movement, effleurage movement. Again, swap and down. Nice and firm, but not too hard. And back down. And that's your first introduction to a wee bit of hand massage that you can do. Even if you've got a book and you're sitting reading a book, you can actually be doing that while you're reading a book or watching the television. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe to Active Community's YouTube channel as we have other videos that are of great benefit and interest to you. Thank you once again.